What's up, guys? Today we're gonna give you 3 ideas. Nope, not ideas. What's up, guys? Today we're gonna give you 3 tips on how to start a side hustle.
And over a dozen ideas to help you guys start your next side hustle. So you may ask, what's the difference? So, you may ask, what's the difference between a business and a side hustle? A side hustle is essentially something on the side that generates more money. So you could have a job that you're really happy about, but you want a little bit of extra cash, and doing that is considered a side hustle. Whereas a business, long-term goal is eventually to be running that business full-time.
So we have some tips for you guys on how to do a side hustle specifically. So this is not something you plan to take full-time. Sometimes people's side hustles do turn into a full-time gig, but this is just if you're actually trying to hook up a little something on the side for that cash. So our first tip is make sure it's something that fits your lifestyle. When you're starting a new business, it doesn't really fit into your life. It's super hectic, it kind of takes over. But if you're trying to do a side hustle, it needs to really fit into your life for you to be able to do it consistently on the side long term. Do you have to be in a specific location to do it? Are you meeting with clients? Are you really limited on that time frame? Or is it something you can work on during class if a professor's boring, or in between meetings at work when you have a lunch hour or something? So how does it fit into your lifestyle?
So our next step is to pick something Thanks, tips. Our next tip.
So lame.
Our next tip is to pick something that you're already good at. This way you could eliminate the learning curve and just do it essentially. So all you have to do is map it around your current schedule, and that's your side hustle.
Yeah, so an example of that would be like, I have basic graphic design knowledge, but I'm really good at writing, so it makes more sense for me to do writing on the side because I can just quickly get that done, whereas the graphic design would have a lot more hurdles, and it makes it a lot more challenging to start making money with that.
Another example would be if you're someone who cuts hair. It's actually one of my side hustles. So if you work a 7 to 3 job, then you're home at, let's say, 3:30, then you can start scheduling clients from 3:30 onward. So just right there, you could already start your side hustle just like that.
So our last tip is, I forget. I had it until you said something. Our last tip is making sure that it's actually worth your time. So it can be really easy to be like, oh, I'm good at this. I'm gonna do it for my friends and I'm gonna charge X, but maybe the time that it takes you and the value that you actually think your work is worth is greater than the actual price tag on it. So an example Josh just used is his haircuts. He never ends up charging his friends, so I wouldn't really consider it a side hustle. But that's one example where for him, it works out because it's a way for him to see his friends and he doesn't mind doing it. But if you were trying to seriously do that as a side hustle, it might be difficult because you might be giving all of your friends discounts, and now it's taking, say, 2 hours of your time by the time they come in and you cut their hair, and they're giving you 10 bucks. Is that really worth your 2 hours, or could you be using that in another way? So figure out that sweet spot where it's still worth your time. Freelance articles is another example where on Upwork, for example, one platform, you can write articles for like $5, but to me, I won't write anything except maybe a byline for $5. So figure out what's worth it to you. Try to find that sweet spot.
So some examples of some side hustles would be Uber or Uber Eats.
Dog walking.
Cutting your own hair. Or not cutting you. Not cutting your own hair, I mean cutting other people's hair.
Freelance work, so whether you're a graphic design, marketing consultant, social media consultant, writer, anything like that.
Another one could be online coaching. Not everybody could be an online coach, but if you already have the knowledge and skills, an online coach is a good way to do a side hustle if you don't want it to be your full-time thing.
One that's a little bit less consistent would be house sitting. So if people have pets and they want you to stay at their house and take care of their pets while they're gone, they'll actually pay you to do that.
Another one would be flipping stuff. So this would be buying something for $4 and then reselling it for like $16 online or in person, whatever it may be.
The next one I like to call a farmer's market business. So this could be anything from a small jewelry collection you want to keep as a side hustle. If you want to make donuts, cookies, anything like that that you might see in a farmer's market, that could either be someone's full-time gig or you could keep it as a smaller business on the side.
Another good one would be to become a virtual assistant. You might be able to find some gigs either online, or you might know someone who may need some work on the side, whether that's bookkeeping, maybe social media, marketing, just an assistant virtually online. And the good thing is everything's virtual, so you could do your side hustle almost wherever and whenever.
Say virtual again.
Virtual.
Another one is art. So similar to the farmer's market one, but you wouldn't really find the same crowd here. If you can make really beautiful canvases, paintings, anything like that you could sell for higher prices, those are really great because it's one of those examples where you can actually match the price tag to the time and the value that you put into it, and it's a pretty good price tag at the end of the day.
If you look at investing, it's another way to have a side hustle, just like investing into cryptocurrencies. That would be a good one.
He's not allowed to.
Or getting into the stock market and investing into other businesses.
If you do have the money laying around, you can also invest into some startups and play around in that scene.
Bitcoin.
That's it for this video. We hope you guys liked it. Leave us a thumbs up. Let us know what your side hustle is down in the comments. We'd really appreciate it.
Bye.
What's Little Rascals?
You okay? Going in. What's the I sign? Going in. You okay? Wrong sign, Porky. Okay, going in.
Isn't that like the passcode thing? Ta-da!